Hi there. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Between the pages today, the benefits of pumpkin. It's more than for soup. We have that and so much more. This is the show with the information you need to know. Stay with us as we turn the pages.
The Disabilities Act will protect the rights of all persons with disabilities. And here's a great teaching moment. Every person with a disability, like a deaf or hard of hearing child, for example, has the right to an education with accessible facilities and the support they need. In this case, it would be a teacher who can use the language of the deaf, which is sign language. Visit jcpdja.com. A message from the JCPD, an agency of the Ministry of Labour and Social Security.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, June 25. The Senate has approved the Trusts Act 2019, which seeks to strengthen the regulatory environment and accountability standards to which trustees must adhere. Leader of Government Business, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, closed the debate on the bill on Friday. She said the legislation would codify the common law in relation to trusts, repeal the Trustees Act, and amend Sections 2, 7, and 21 of the Trustees, Attorneys and Executors Accounts and General Act 1973.
The intention behind these acts, Mr. President, is of course to modernize our trust law and to ensure that we are able to pull together a suite of legislation in support of the international financial services sector, which will provide us with an effective opportunity for us to deliver higher level, higher value, higher skilled jobs to our people, and also, of course, to ensure that the framework for trusts and the protection that is provided to beneficiaries and to settlers and trustees is more robust.
The law will strengthen protective measures for persons who are affected by the terms of a trust or those who provide services related to the trust, including trustees. It also establishes the procedure for the appointment and removal of trustees and provides for the power to relieve them of personal liability and indemnification by beneficiaries. 8 Citizen Security and Justice Program CSJP trainees are to be employed at Guantanamo Bay in Cuba under the Ministry of Labour and Social Security's Overseas Employment Initiative. The employment opportunity is made possible through a partnership between Operation Friendship and the CSJP. The trainees will be employed under a 6-month contract with the expectation that they will gain valuable work experience. They'll be paid a salary based on their skill area, along with a lunch stipend. Additionally, airfare and accommodation are being provided by the Cuban organizations at no cost to the trainees. Senior Employer Service Representative in the Ministry, Dave Lumley, has urged the participants to make best use of the opportunity.
Do your best. I work hard. Be conscious of what you do, who you interact with while you're over there, and just learn and develop your skill further.
Mr. Lumley was speaking at a send-off ceremony for the trainees recently. Community colleges across the island will now offer 4 new degree programs as they expand the curricula to meet industry demand. The programs are Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Social Work and Associate of Applied Science in Agro-Processing and Business Management, as well as Health and Wellness Tourism. Launched recently, the courses are being developed by the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica in collaboration with the Nursing Council of Jamaica and international development partner FHI 360. The 4 new programs will complement 7 bachelor's and 22 associate degree programs currently being offered by the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica. The Homestead Place of Safety in Stony Hill, St. Andrew has been renovated at a cost of $23.5 million. The institution, which houses 44 young girls, was reopened on Friday by Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, Orlando Tarilong.
The Homestead Place of Safety has been refurbished simply to ensure that our young ladies get the requisite care, love, protection that they need to become wonderful young ladies of Jamaica who will contribute to our growth, development, and ultimate prosperity.
Mr. Terrelong says there has also been a restructuring of roles and responsibilities at the facility, with the appointment of a manager, an assistant manager, social worker, 2 cooks, 3 attendants, an administrator, 4 maintenance officers, 4 social work aid supervisors, and 12 health and social aid workers. Homestead is one of 5 places of safety operated by the government. The facility provides short-term living arrangements for children in need of care and protection. Justice of the Peace Garfield Green is the new Custos Rotulorum for the Parish of Manchester. He was sworn in on Friday by Governor-General Sir Patrick Allen. In his remarks at the function, Sir Patrick said Mr. Green's contribution would assist his office to execute and achieve the objectives of the Governor-General's Program for Excellence.
I would encourage you to use the platform to engage young people, to grasp the vision of a new and a better Jamaica. I encourage you to inspire them to want to make a contribution to national development and empower them to fulfill their God-given responsibilities.
Mr. Green will now assume responsibilities for overseeing activities in the parish that promote the rule of law, public order, and civic pride. The new Custos will also take on the role of recommending and swearing in justices of the peace for the parish, as well as supervising the execution of their legislative functions.
I am cognizant of the role of the Custos Rotulorum and the level of trust and confidence you have in me. So with my penchant for public and community service, I pledge my heart to serve with humble pride.
Mr. Green takes over from Sally Porteous, who was appointed in 2012 and retired early this year, but agreed to stay on until a new Custos was sworn in. And finally, the Heart Foundation of Jamaica continues to urge citizens to become trained in cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, in order to save lives. The call came from Director of Emergency Cardiac Care at the Foundation, Dr. Hugh Wong, at a recent JIS think tank. Emphasizing that 70% of all cases of sudden cardiac arrest took place at home, he said persons must first check for responsiveness by shouting and shaking before administering CPR. If there's no response, persons should check for signs of breathing or a pulse.
If you're unwilling to do mouth-to-mouth respirations, you simply do chest compressions. We are all very athletic. Jamaicans are athletic. People over the world have good coordination. It's a simple matter of placing the heels of the hand with your elbows extended, with the person on the floor on their back at a point just at the lower half of the chest bone or sternum, and pressing downwards 5 centimeters or about 2 inches at 100 to 120 times per minute for 30 times at that rate, and then you would give a breath. If you're not giving breath, you just do that continuously, and that is CPR.
CPR is a life-saving medical procedure which is given to someone who is in cardiac arrest and helps to pump blood around the person's body when their heart cannot. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
I'm deeply concerned by the number of Jamaicans killed on our roads. Safety on our roads is our responsibility. Jamaicans, drivers, passengers, motorcyclists, and pedestrians, slow down. Observe the rules of the road. Be courteous. Drive defensively. Be considerate. Buckle up. Wear a helmet. The careless overtaker is only rushing to the undertaker. Not observing the rules of the road could cost you your life and that of your loved ones. I encourage all road users to take special care as we use public thoroughfares. The life you save may be your own. Remember, your family wants you to arrive alive.
Water is precious. So we encourage everyone to practice the 4 R's of water conservation. Always remember to reduce your use of water wherever possible. Replace water wasting devices with water savings devices. Reuse water wherever possible. And wherever leaks are found, please repair them and repair them quickly.
Don't delay. Practice the 4 R's of water conservation today.
We, the people of this country, owe a huge debt of gratitude to the people that loaned him to us. The people sitting in the front of this church today, Aunt Mitzi, Christopher, Annabella, Andrew, and later in life, Carla and Gabriel. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it is them that as a country we need to thank for selflessly giving him to us at their own expense. He gave up many birthdays, anniversaries, and school plays, all so that he could give to us, give Jamaica his life. He did so from the day that he could think for himself, and he did so until he took his last breath. Carla, you were Uncle Eddie's silent soldier, and he was your life. You were loyal and steadfast, and he was your strength. Aunt Mitzi said that he taught her so much, and she felt privileged to play a role in his life, whilst he dreamt of what a new Jamaica should look like, and actually watched as he made it happen. One might say she softened a more younger, stubborn persona of that time and played a peacemaker role, which was critical to both him and, by extension, our nation. Christopher, Annabella, Andrew, and Gabby, you gave him a joy like nothing else did. His extended family, me being a part of it, always knew that he was there for us, available to discuss matters with us, business or personal. He was a family patriarch, or as Rebecca put it, he was our North Star. We will miss him dearly. In speaking to Annabella, Chris, and Andrew, they treasured his wit and how funny he was and how he was able to see humor in life. You see, most of us saw him from a distance and saw a harder exterior. His kids, on the other hand, saw a loving father that hugged and kissed them and held their hands, even with the boys, when that was not the common thing to do in Jamaica. And from his baby, Gabby, she, as expected, being the youngest, was having a hard time communicating her thoughts to me. So she wrote this and asked me to read it, and I will. For Daddy, you have been my hero and a wonderful father. I'm thankful for the experiences and the memories that we shared and for all that you taught me, like how to fly a kite and how to appreciate art and some museums. Daddy, you taught me the importance of education and at times helped with my homework. I learned from you the importance of nature and how to improve my swimming. I loved watching documentaries about history with you, and I learned so much about music, like reggae, ska, and even classical music. Daddy, I'm going to make you proud. Gabby.
The Social Development Commission recently partnered with communities in rural St. Andrew to stage a pumpkin festival. It showcased the fruit's many uses and provided an outlet for economic empowerment for the many farmers of the area. Take a look.
This is the Stony Hill Development Area Committee Pumpkin Festival. I'm very excited about this pumpkin something here happening in Golden Spring, and we have a variety of farmers group from the West Rural area coming out.
We had a festival actually last year, coffee. And what the group said to me when I met with them the last time, the DAC, they mentioned, Miss, we did coffee last year. Let us try something new. There's a lot of pumpkin in the area. This area, West Rural St. Andrew, a lot of farmers are within this community.
The Managing CDC is a new entity in our community. We saw the need for some community development, and we partner with the SDC to form this group. We're 1 year old. I am very proud of our pumpkin cheesecake. Apart from our pumpkin cheesecake, we have a pumpkin chutney. It's similar to a salsa dip. We have our pumpkin pudding, we have a pumpkin bread, we have a pumpkin fruit cake, we have pumpkin chips, we have a pumpkin punch. We have a lot of things on offering today. We also have a farmer's market where we're selling pumpkins, as you can see. And we have food being done on display right now for everybody to enjoy. The pumpkin saltfish fritters, we made a flour from the grounded pumpkin, and I think that is the #1 seller today.
Mount James has on display pumpkin coffee, we have a pumpkin rum cream, we have pumpkin chutney, we have a pumpkin oatmeal cookie with walnut and raisin, we have pumpkin spread, we have pumpkin fruit cake, we have a pumpkin freshener and other products. We have a pumpkin hot sauce.
Stony Hill has, we have a pumpkin rock cake, we have a pumpkin punch, we have pumpkin fritters, we have pumpkin cake, we have pumpkin dukuno, and we also have pumpkin pie. And we also have a pumpkin ketchup.
SDC is one of the entities that we work with, because as a social service officer of the parish, I work with a number of groups to utilize what we grow. You can utilize the pumpkin in another number of ways. You can make your soups, you can make your jams, you can make your cakes, you can make different drinks. Person's talking about going healthy. It is one of the cheaper vegetables that you can utilize to get your nutrients. And in terms of diet, person's talking about eating properly now and not consuming the whole heap of cholesterol. The pumpkin fits right in there.
I love pumpkin. I mean, pumpkin is one of the things we give to babies from their babies that they actually they're not squeamish about. I love it, and so it's not something that people would shy away from. So I think it's a good thing to actually use in pretty much anything. A lot of Jamaicans love pumpkin soup.
One of the aim of this activity is to see how we can help communities to generate some sort of income. They have the products in the community. How is it now that they can use this product now as a sort of local economic initiative? And this activity that we're having here today, it falls under our local economic development support program.
Food is good. It's exciting. I'm quite, I was impressed really when I saw all the displays of the various pumpkin, what pumpkin can make. I like the pumpkin juice. I like the different kind of pumpkin treats. The rock cake was good, and now I'm having a pumpkin soup.
It's the first coming to a pumpkin show. It's exciting, it's informative, and it's creative. It's nice being here.
Food's good. I had the pumpkin rundown with the salad, and I also had the pumpkin cheesecake. That was really good. I'd suggest you people to try it.
It's a fruit. Actually, when I was doing the concept document for this, and somebody asked, is this a fruit or a vegetable? And I went and I did my own research, and it's actually a fruit.
It may be a fruit, but we use it as a vegetable. We utilize it as a vegetable. So how somebody eats, say, a mango, is not how they would utilize a pumpkin.
Pumpkin is a fruit. Yes, it's a fruit. It is a fruit.
This event would not have been possible without our sponsors, the Social Development Commission, of course, and the various business places within the development area, the Member of Parliament, Mrs. Juliet Cuthbert-Flint, and the Councillor, Tosha Schwab, and of course, the 8 communities that are represented here today.
I applaud SDC for partnering with the farmers in West Rural St. Andrew.
The Jamaica Customs Agency continues their journey across the island for the customer engagement sessions dubbed Customs Meets the Community. Recently, the team took to the Sunshine City of Portmore, and we have the highlights next.
The enhanced thrust in public relations and customer service is the driving force behind the Jamaica Customs Agency's push to bring customs to the communities. With this in mind, the agency made a stop in the Sunshine City of Portmore for its Customs Meets the Community engagement during the last quarter of the 2018-2019 financial year.
This is our 7th engagement, and we have taken it all over the 3 counties. And this is indeed a testament of our commitment to the people that we serve in Jamaica and all over the world.
One of the things that we normally say at Customs, we do what we do, we're not looking praise for what we do. Every day, the men and women of Customs, I can tell you without fear, we put our lives on the line for the people of Jamaica because we live here and our families live here.
And speaking about customs officials doing what they do, residents of Portmore received much information about the collaborative work that the JCA does with other entities.
Every mail or parcel that comes in and out of Jamaica goes through the central post office. And the central post office, because of that, is considered to be a border. Customs is a border protection agency. So therefore, Customs is there to conduct inspection on every mail or parcel that goes through the post office. And so the picture on here was a shipment of furniture legs. And in that shipment, what you have is marijuana. So there are plaques, and you recognize the faces, right? But inside the plaques is vegetable matter. So people are ingenious. So we can't just take it at face value when things come through. We have to use the technology available to us for your protection. And these things were going out, but when things go out, other things come in. That is to the detriment of the people of Jamaica.
The agency also shared with residents the procedures for importing goods.
All of us who import, we do have obligations. What are obligations? Give accurate and complete information. We also have an obligation to answer truthfully any question raised by Customs. When they don't provide us with the correct receipts, we have to research the prices for these items or refer them to valuation branch, which takes an additional time to be processed.
Another significant part of the Customs Meets the Community engagement session is the opportunity for residents to ask questions and give their feedback.
Mr. Kingsley mentioned the auction, and I don't think that is so much of public knowledge. So I'd like to know, how does the public get information on the auction?
In short, if you import items into the country and they are on our ports in excess of 14 days, and you do not come for them, right? Customs will send them to the Queen's Warehouse. We have 3 Queen's Warehouses, and if those goods are perishable, meaning items that will spoil readily, we will sell them immediately. If those items are of a nature like a motor car, clothing, or any of those items that can be warehoused, and they don't spoil, they remain in the Queen's Warehouse for 3 months. And then we advertise them for 1 month, right? On the website, in the newspaper. We publish all our auctions, so any member of the public can come to our auction.
We have a question from Nenita Miles. She's from cyberspace. How can I get or apply for an import license? or what's the requirement for importing personal goods as a returning resident. Nenita, for the import license, then we'll have to know what the commodity is that you are importing, because different agency issues different licenses and permits based on the item that you're importing. So if you're importing a motor vehicle, then you would need a license from the Trade Board Limited, right? So you may visit the Jamaica Customs Agency's website and look and click on the returning residence link, and then you will see all the items that you know you are entitled to as a returning resident.
In true custom style, the residents received a first-class entertainment package from the agency's very own.
Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. This kind of fuss make Christian cuss. When we have to ride for the blinking bus, we got some fuss. We have to ride for the blinking bus.
Also gracing the stage was popular recording artist Elaine.
We're rising, you and I keep rising. We're rising.
People of Portmore, or valid stakeholders, we trust that the custom team was able to respond effectively to your queries. And where we were not able to answer all your questions, remember we're available in all the medium, right? The quick.response at JA Customs, public.relations@JA Customs, and we will seek to resolve your query in the time specified.
With the support of the Social Development Commission, the Jamaica Customs Agency will continue its quest to reach persons from every nook and cranny of Jamaica, and will make its next stop in the Parish of St. Mary on Thursday, June 27, 2019 at the St. Mary's Anglican Church Hall in the parish capital of Port Maria.
The magazine closes for today, but please visit our social media pages. We're just a click away. You may also download our app to be notified of our latest stories and features. Don't forget to give us a like or leave a comment on our pages. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.